start off, open up the app. If you've never used it before, you'll be greeted by this login screen. Simply enter your username and password, and tap Sign In. If you haven't completed your daily wellness questionnaire, this will be the first thing that you see. The Daily Wellness Questionnaire is a great resource for your coach to gather very useful information, so it should be completed every day. There are tabs at the top of the app, but we should record our questionnaire before we get into those. You'll see several questions. Each one has multiple choice answers, which are color-coded. So if we look at this question today, how is your fatigue today? I'm going to select normal because I'm not very tired. You'll notice that after you select your answer, the answers disappear and we just see the question with the color code for the answer you selected. If you need to change your answer, just click on the question and select your new answer. You'll also see that the one you selected previously is checked off. I'm actually going to go with no fatigue because I'm really not tired at all. Now finish all of your other questions, and you'll see here at the very bottom you can add a comment if you'd like. The comments are a great way to quickly and easily communicate with your coach really anything you'd like. For example, you could put in that you're very sore after yesterday's training. This comment will be immediately available to your coach, making it a really great way to get a hold of them simply. Once you're done answering the questions and entering your comment, tap Save. You'll see this pop up telling you it was saved, just tap OK. And once that's done, you'll be automatically taken to the Training tab. This will show you your training sessions from up to 3 days ago to 1 week from today. Each training session shows the date, time, and activity, length in minutes, and any comments from your coach. You can see here that our training session for today is at 10:30, it's going to be 80 minutes in length, and it's of the speed activity. Tap the training session to begin data entry. Here you'll see up at the top, again, the activity, the date, start time, duration, and the estimated RPE difficulty that your coach selected. If it was a session you weren't able to attend, instead of filling in any data, just check off Missed Session and enter a comment. This is optional, but definitely recommended for a missed session, especially so you can tell your coach why you missed it. This wasn't a missed session, however, so I'm going to uncheck that. If any part of the session didn't go as planned, such as starting late or taking longer than expected, you can modify the date, start time, and duration. Otherwise, you can enter the difficulty. So let's say I found this one hard, but not very hard, so it was a little easier than the coach expected, and your enjoyment. I kind of enjoyed this session. Leaving a comment is again optional, but it's a great way to give your coach some information. For example, and once you've entered everything in, just tap Save. You'll see again a dialog box pop up to tell you that it's been saved. Just tap OK, and it will take you back to your calendar. As you can see here, the checkbox next to this training session has changed from yellow to green. When a training session has not yet had any data recorded, it shows yellow, but once you enter data, it shows green. This makes it very simple to see what you have and have not yet filled in. The next tab in the app is the Record Session tab. This is for recording training sessions which were not planned. Say you decided to work out this afternoon with no planning. You can then enter data for it so that your coach can see how hard you're training even for sessions they didn't plan. Just select the activity, fill in the date, which defaults to today, so I'm actually going to leave it, the start time, let's say 3:30, duration, 1 hour, RPE difficulty, somewhat hard, and enjoyment. Again, you can enter in any comments for your coach and tap Save. Here we see it was saved. Let's go to the Report Injury tab. This is where you'll report any illnesses or injuries you're experiencing, whether they occurred during training sessions or a game or even just at home. This makes it very easy for your coach to track your playing status. Simply select an injury name from the list at the top, body area, body side, and your level of pain on this slider. So this one's a 6. The mechanism is how it happened. The classification is whether it's a new injury or a recurrent one. The activity is what activity you were doing at the time. Say it was a training session. You can say conditioning cardio. Your playing status, so in this case, not playing due to injury. The date it occurred, which will default to today, and the end date for the injury, whether that's the actual end date if you're filling in an injury that happened a while ago but just want to keep data on, or the expected end date if it's just when your doctor thinks you'll be ready again. In the injury details field, you can fill in a comment for your coach. Once you're done, tap Save. And again, we have this dialog telling us it was saved successfully. Your coach will now have immediate access to this information and should even get an email about it, so they'll know right away. The final tab is the Profile tab. This is just where you go if you want to log out of the app. You simply tap Log Out. So that's Athlete Monitoring's app for Android and iOS. If you have any other questions, please direct them to support@athletemonitoring.com, where, as always, we'll be happy to help.